Today I'm stopping at this place called Roots Farm Cafe in Tijeras. The parking lot's actually packed for a little local place, so that's actually really exciting to see. The table marker they gave me is this dog hanging out in the back of this truck. It's pretty cool. So they have a magazine here from 1985 to look at. Check this out. The energy efficient log home. You used to be able to buy a complete kit for 9,900 bucks. How sweet would that be? This right here is an eggnog latte, and it smells delicious. Pretty good. So this is called the German breakfast. I had no idea what it was when I ordered it, but it's like a charcuterie board. So not the typical New Mexican style food that I usually stop for, but like how many huevos rancheros can you guys watch me eat? So in the last like year and a half, I would definitely say that's the most healthy breakfast that I've had. So Roots Farm Cafe in Tijeras, cute little place. Limited options on the menu there, but you can get like that German breakfast. It had like cheese, apricots, like this spicy jelly bread, salami and pepperoni. It was interesting, definitely interesting, but I guess that's like a traditional European style breakfast. Super healthy. I don't feel all full or bogged down or anything like that, so pretty good. Missing the chili today, but it is what it is. You know, the whole reason that I stop at places like that, though, the whole reason that I show you guys these things on video is just to support a local business, just to stop and support somebody's small business. That's it. I like to do that. I like my dollars to go there, and I hope that you guys can appreciate that. So today is it's a ghost town day. I've done a lot of state parks the last couple of weeks, and today I was just feeling like heading to a ghost town. But along my way there, I saw a sign for a cemetery, so I wanted to come check it out. It has one of the biggest crucifixes I've ever seen. So this has to be, I think, the biggest one that I've ever seen. And then I think that that's a really cool shot with the tree behind it. Found this old trailer. I figured I'd come check it out. I would assume that that's from the wind. Gotta be. What a creepy thing to have happen, though, when you walk into an abandoned house. Just a door, all happy. Carpeted bathtub. Wow. There's one thing that I would never want. That's carpet in a bathroom. Nice old style TV there. Saw this one from the road. It looked bad from the road. Obviously I could see all of this, but I didn't realize it was this bad before I got over here. Clearly a fire took this one out. Wow. Burned the whole house down. All right, so I'm in one of the few ghost towns that I haven't been to. It's kind of windy, so I have my mic in my hand, and I'm trying to shield you guys from that. So hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, let's take a look around. So this is a Mercantile. I don't know. Let's see. So you got all that and quite a few buildings to explore. So let me taking a look around here. Kind of knee-deep grassy weeds here. See kind of across the street, Super Service. I'm not exactly sure what the Super Service Drive-In. Take a look at that in a little bit too. All right, so this says that it was a Frontier Museum and Trading Post. They used to have guns and antiques, buy, sell, trade. They actually do have a post office, and somebody's there right now. Let's see what we've got going on in here. Free Will and Shortcake. Okay. Gotta kind of watch my step through here. It's a pretty cool old lampshade there. Vacuum. Got an old refrigerator back there. What do you guys think of the stairs? Should I try them? Let's see. Not too much going on up here. I'll point the camera down. There's something on the wall that I don't want on my channel. Back this way. Very weird to have a bed back down the stairs here. Interesting building. There's not too much left in here, but it's in decent shape for being, you know, essentially open to the elements. So this here, locked up right now. Let's see. Maybe from the backside I can get in. I'll try it. This is the old post office. And right across the street is the new functional post office. This building here seems like maybe it was a shop, I'm gonna guess, at some point. Now it just kind of stores tumbleweeds and several old stoves. So I was thinking maybe I could get into this building through here, but, well, let's see. Actually, the door opens. Start by going this way. I'm gonna stop right here because I want to get a picture of that light bulb. Wow, this is actually a really big, I think this was a residence behind whatever's up front. I'll have to go up front next. But this is actually a very large building. Here's the old bathroom. Oh, that's pretty neat. The ironing board in the wall there. Here's the kitchen. I'm assuming because of the way that it's cracking, this is all lead-based paint. I really need to start wearing a mask when I walk through places. I never really think about that until I'm in it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, who knows what the heck is in these places. This looks like the shop side, clearly. That's where, on the other side is where I came in. That's where that roof is kind of collapsed. Let's see. Around this way. There's a ton of paper. New Coke. Check that out. I never had New Coke. I heard that it was awful, and it was probably just a gimmick for them to make New Coke so that way you would want to drink classic Coke more once you realized how bad the New Coke was. There's a bunch of magazines. Sportsified. A lot of these are Sportsified actually, or Outdoor Life. Guns and Ammo. Hunting. Not entirely sure what this is, but I think it looks cool. Actually, hold on, let's see if my phone will do. It's still really nasty and mildewy back here. Looks like storage lockers or something of some sort. Ugh. Yeah, like a storage room. This actually looks like an old pie case or something to me. Not exactly sure what it's doing in here because this seems like an auto body shop. But this would be the old post office actually right here. Nice and bright and airy. There's so many like old Coke cans in here. Kind of cool to see. Somebody was drinking a lot of soda around here though. I don't know why they would all be in this building. I think it's kind of cool how they have like, so this is a closet down here. Like little extra storage up there. So this room in particular kind of gives me weird vibes as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the flashlight on the edge of the bed. Did you used to sleep in this bed? Did you used to live here? I think I already asked that. Do you miss being alive? So I heard 2 knocks, but it's windy. I'm assuming that that was because of the wind and it was just something outside. Debunked. So if you can't use the flashlight, can you give me any other sign that you may be here around me? My feeling with like goosebumps has gone away. So it makes me wonder, I probably wouldn't have grabbed anything with the spirit box anyway. The feeling that I had earlier actually went away. I had some goosebumps asking those questions just now, and even that went away. So I want to get better at this part. I need to do research before I come out, and I need to be able to focus more on like the ghost hunting aspect. It's something that is really fun for me. And it's something that I think a few of you guys enjoy that I'd like to incorporate into my videos in like a better than super amateur way, if that makes sense. But anyway, I think that I'm gonna go probably get set up maybe to make some dinner here in a little bit. I just really noticed the walls in this shop, and that's actually kind of cool. That's all stone, but part of the reason why I'm assuming that part has fallen down. So there's a ton of houses that look like this. One back there, one back there. Somebody's living in that one still there. And speak of the devil, you might find a cool picture. I don't know. Self-portrait or something like that in here. That's kind of cool. So the wind was going crazy, but I was saying this guy looks kind of cool out here. All right, what do you guys think is the story behind having a grill that looks like this out here? This looks pretty nice. You think somebody dumped it maybe? They didn't want it? Just next to this old house here? Because there's, I mean, nothing in here. That's for sure. So it always weirds me out to see an abandoned property. I guess, you know, I understand that it's being preserved in a sense, because it's still starting to wither away and fall apart. I'll do some research before I edit my video tonight, and I'll talk to you guys, because it seems like this town, like all the houses are in this condition or worse. So it seems like this town was essentially abandoned a long time ago. But I find it really, really weird. One is, I find it super weird that they have a post office. Most ghost towns that I visit don't have a post office. It makes sense, right? They used to have a post office. This one used to have a post office, and then they built a new one across the street. The other thing that I find weird is there are about 3 people that I can tell living in this town still. And I just, as much as I want to kind of live like an alternative lifestyle, I can't imagine choosing this town unless you own the whole thing, right? Unless you bought like the whole town and you're like, yeah, this is all my property. It's kind of weird to have 3 neighbors. You know, it's just like, what brings them out here, I guess, is kind of what I'm wondering. So they have the old service meter for the power. And I don't know what, but something has built a little nest on top. Just came back into the residence, and I guess I didn't pay attention to this earlier, but an old toy chest. I thought that that was pretty cool. I think I was distracted because this is the room that had the ironing board. There's an old wooden spoon. So this area, especially back in here, I get weird vibes, but I don't remember if I brought my spirit box with me or not, and it's going to be a shame if I didn't. What's that? There's a button. You can't tell what kind of wrapper that is. I'm driving out to the cemetery right now that's supposed to be around here, and there's this whole herd of antelope right there. They're kind of looking at me like I'm crazy. This is for sure one of the most overgrown cemeteries, I think, that I have ever seen. This is the cemetery. You can barely make out gravestones. Soldiers rest when their work is done. There's really only a dozen or so graves, and none of them are really as old as you might think. I just ended up setting up on the hood of my truck, but for dinner tonight I've got Brussels sprouts and then these jalapenos going, and then I have this decent looking ribeye that I'm pretty excited to eat. Like that's gonna come out really, really good. I was gonna do a better cooking scene, but it keeps gusting wind, so there's a little bit of break right here. That way I can actually talk to you guys, but the wind has just been going all day. So I am sleeping right here. That's the abandoned building I was in earlier. That's the abandoned building I was in earlier. That's the railroad ties and the sunset behind me. I'm gonna sleep right here, so I'm just cooking right here on the hood of my truck. I didn't want to make it too big of a deal. So I will let you guys know when it's done. I know that I have a tractor and some railroad ties, but I mean, it's kind of hard to beat cooking dinner with sunsets like that, you know what I mean? I love it when I come out here and that happens, when I get that opportunity. All right, I'm gonna pull this steak off and let it rest for a couple of minutes. There's a train coming. They've been going by all day, and I hope that they do not go by all night, because if these things go by all night, I'm gonna have to move down the road and end up not sleeping here. There's a railroad crossing right behind me that doesn't have bars, so they honk, they blow their horn. perfect to me. How do you guys like your steak cooked? So I'm just gonna chill out. I'm on top of my truck. Oh my gosh. Peach. I got a peach sparkling water to have with you guys. So, hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys are living the life out there and doing the best that you can, you know what I mean? Not bad. Not a bad way to end the day. That's for sure. Holy smokes, this jalapeno's hot though. Woo! All right. They're not playing around with the jalapenos today, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that boy was, whew. Yeah, made my nose run and everything. All right, so I'm getting pretty much ready to just get tucked in and kind of go to sleep for the night. We'll see how I sleep. Ever since I got shot at a few weeks ago, when I'm sleeping in public places like this, I haven't been sleeping very well. Like, you can hear the car going by on the highway. I used to sleep really, really good in the truck, and ever since that happened, I'm just like hyper aware. So like cars going by and stuff like that, I pay attention to now. So we'll see. I'll report to you guys in the morning. Those are the loudest trains ever. Oh my goodness. This is at least like the 10th one that has passed by tonight, and there's just no sleeping through them. Like, without a doubt, this town died because people were like, I don't want to live that close to the train anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do it. That's why everybody left. That's why there's nobody here, man. This train is like a mile long, too. What? Crazy. Oh, this for sure is going to be the worst night ever. No, I'm gonna film every time a train goes by. No. So here's another one. And it's midnight, and there is like people that live in this town still. I mean, there's not very many, but I was able to sleep in a little bit, but man, those trains ran all night. All night. So annoying. Ugh.
But yeah, I guess it's my fault for sleeping here, right?
I guess it's good to know that our rail system is doing so well that they're shipping that much freight. That's good to know. Anyway, I got this protein coffee from Alani. So it's got 10 grams of protein. It's vanilla flavored. I've never had this one before. I'm excited to try it. Not bad at all. That's actually pretty good. The first coffee company that wants to sponsor me gets exclusive rights to me drinking coffee in my videos. So this is the spot that last night I was saying I was gonna come to if the trains kept coming, and then I ended up just being too lazy. And I totally should have come over here because it would have been way quieter. However, I pulled over here because, and I saw this on my way up, and if you'll notice, I mean, that's toilet paper. That's disgusting. There's trash. There's a lot of trash. Kind of everywhere right here. So one of the things that I want to do and continue doing and do more often is when I come on a trip, I mean, it's beautiful out here. Look at that. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna use the opportunity of me coming on my trips to at least pick up one bag of trash. So I got some gloves, I got a trash bag. I'm gonna pick up a bag of trash this morning just because if I can do that, I'll feel better. You know, I like to do that. I wanna help do whatever I can. It's just one bag. I'm probably gonna fill it up and there's still gonna be trash out here. But at least it's something. And I want to use this platform to like advocate for, you know, please don't litter, and like, let's make the world a better place. And like, I want to do good, positive, awesome things. I want to help people. Like, there's so much I want to do. So yeah, I'm just going to be picking up trash for like the next half an hour. And yes, I am going to even pick up somebody's poopy toilet paper. That's disgusting. That's so gross. Ugh. So, one less bag of trash. It's pretty much the only sit-down place to eat for like the next 100 and something miles. So I'm stopping at this really shiny diner for some diner food. So that satisfied the diner craving. Yesterday's breakfast was good, but you know. So chicken breadsteak, small town. I rate it probably a 7 out of 10. Not a bad place to stop. All right, I just got home. I'm not gonna forget to sign off today. Just cleaning out the truck a little bit, getting all the stuff I need to get out. But thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, doing all that stuff. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. I appreciate you, and I will see you next week.